Hi and welcome to NET Vaper Reviews. Today's review is a battle between two, I can't put it in any other way, superb mouse-to-long RTAs. The Kayfun Prime, Svoemesto Kayfun Prime mouse-to-long RTA, and Kayfun Lite 2019 mouse-to-long RTA. If you watched my review on this tank, when I first did the review, the first review, part 1, I simply took it out of the box as I received it as a gift. If you watch my review, you can see a bit more information about it. But initially I set it up, and now it's been a week since I've been using it daily. So I can really tell you about should you go for the Kayfun Lite or should you go for the Kayfun Prime if you're looking for a good mouse-to-long RTA, and what's the advantages of one of each other. So we'll talk a bit about this a bit. Let's give this a vape first. Okay, the obvious difference between the two is the size, and ultimately this will really make a decision between, if you had an option between this or this, it will be the size. Although the one I've got, the Prime, is the 22mm and this is the 24, so therefore you can get a bit more capacity of liquid. I mean, in here it goes 3.5 ml and in here you got 2 ml, a bit more than 2 ml. But you can get the Kayfun as well on the 24, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps not. I'll just check for you in a second just to see if there is a Kayfun Prime 24. Kayfun Prime. Let's have a look if there is an option of 24. No, it comes in a 22. So this comes in a 24 and a 22 as well. So in here is 3.5, in here is 2. But in regards, so let's start like this. In regards of build quality, both are superb. But I must tell you, you drop it once on a hard floor and something will go wrong. Okay, I've got, I'm very careful with these Kayfuns, but I've got a friend of mine who dropped it from his desk to the floor and it damaged the flushiness of this ring against the tank, and it damaged the whole mechanism of the airflow. So you have to be very careful. Although it looks like it's made out of steel, it is steel, stainless, stainless steel, yes, but it is very delicate. The machinery is very precise. Any knock will damage it. So you have to be very careful with these tanks. So in quality of material, and they're both the same. In regards of moving parts, the Kayfun Prime has got a lot more moving parts. You got, first of all, the deck. Then you've got the airflow ring that is, you lift and you twist and to get to the right airflow. On the base, you've got like a star-shaped, I'll show you, a star-shaped, you see this base here. This is where the airflow is. So if you lift and you turn, so you can get your right airflow on each side, and you get your holes on the base of that plate, so you know which airflow you're on according to this. Well, if you've got a Prime, you'll know what I'm talking about. So you've got that mechanism. Then you've got to open up, this is a top feeder, so you got to open up this top. So you got one, then you got the glass, then you got the top section here. The decks are identical to one another, But one thing I must tell you with this Kayfun Lite, that since this is a bottom feeder, you'll need to take off the tank quite often if you vape the 3.5 fairly quickly. Now, what I discovered, when you first get it, you must lubricate this. I will show you what I mean. You must lubricate this in the thread in this section here, because this is where you put in your liquid. Yeah, I don't want to tilt it too much, it's full of liquid. Now, I had a major problem on the first day that I wanted to add juice. It was so tight that I just couldn't possibly open it. I had to use a tool, and I didn't want to damage the material, the tank, so I used it on a cloth, and then I, you know, one of those lock pliers that you lock them in place, that I used. You must lubricate those threads, otherwise when you start turning this bit, you actually turn off the whole section and the whole juice will pour out, because you're unscrewing the tank, the reservoir. So you must lubricate the bottom bit, and then you hold it like this and you just turn the top cap, the deck. As you can see, the deck has got like his own section, obviously, so you must hold up to that. You see here where the deck meets this section here, and then you just turn. There is no O-rings in the main sections of this tank, so that means that the machinery is so precise that you don't need O-rings. There's no leakage anyway. I never had no leak whatsoever. When you fill up with liquid and you lift your deck, sometimes you get leakage, but that's accepted. I mean, you know. But overall, this tank is precision at its best, so is this one. The flavor on both are identical. I thought and at first that this has got a better flavor, but then I changed my wick on this one and it was the same flavor. Although someone told me that he gets better flavor from this on certain flavor profiles. I've got in these two, I've got Virginia Supreme, naturally extracted tobacco, and they taste to me exactly the same. But he's been using it on dessert flavors. And he said that the dessert flavors taste better on the light than on the prime. Maybe it is because this is shorter and the flavor is more intense. I'm not sure. But when it comes to naturally extracted tobacco, on any of them, the flavor are exactly the same. What about airflow? Airflow, well, the airflow here is easier to adjust because you just lift the ring and turn. Here you need to undo the tank and open or close. Open this insert, a plastic insert, or close it further. If we're talking about the insert here, you must use a right screwdriver for it. Not too small and not too big. It has to fit exactly right, because if it's too small, the edges of the screwdriver will damage the top of this insert. So in the future, you'll have a problem of opening and closing it. When I initially reviewed this, I didn't realize, and then I used a smaller screwdriver. And if you can see, I don't know if you were able to tell, but it's a bit damaged, the thread. But the advantage is that when you find the airflow, the right one, you just leave it there for, you know, for years. So that is an advantage. So airflow adjustments between the two, although the Prime is easier, but as soon as you get yours right on the Lite, then you shouldn't have a problem. Ease of building the deck, they're identical. Both are perfect. Now the airflow on these two at the moment are identical. So what you do is you put in the insert, as I said, with the right screwdriver, and then you just, not the fire, just until you get your right the draw, and you leave it. That's it. And they give you another 2 spares in any case, in case it gets damaged. So I'm not so concerned about this one getting damaged. I did try with the clear bell ice. If you have seen my first review on this tank, I used the clear bell, so it eliminates the whole idea of these 2 sections, this window here and the top bit. It's like one. I didn't like the look of it. This is a lot more Kayfun look. I love the steel, and on this mod it looks perfect. It's a 24mm, no hanging. This is the Vaper Tarot. I'm sure you watched my review on this. So all in all, these 2 tanks are gold, white gold or yellow gold. What would you choose? Preference. If you are bothered about the size of this, so go for the Kayfun Lite. If you like, well, it's preference. It's simply preference, because there is advantages in here that there isn't here. There is advantages here that there isn't here. I would say that both, you would not regret getting either. But if you had to choose one, it's a very, very difficult for me to tell you, because I love my Prime. I've been using this for the last year, never had a problem. If you watched my review on my best of 2019, I didn't have this tank at the time, but I did leave in the comments in the description below that review that I will get this one. So if I would have had to do now my best of 2019, I would have put these 2 in the first place. It's preference. What do you prefer size wise? Looks, they both look very elegant. Flavor, they both are excellent. This is a bit more capacity because it's 24mm, 3.5. What else? Ease of build, the same. Airflow adjustments, this is easier. Putting your e-liquid, this is easier because you just open. I don't want to open this. You have to. Oh, one more thing. Whenever you put an e-liquid in this one, you need to close the juice flow and then open it. Otherwise, you get gurgling. So this has got an advantage that you just take off the, open the deck and put in your liquid. But the disadvantage is that you have to take off the whole tank. So this has got advantages. This got disadvantages. This hasn't got. But at the end of the day, they're both supreme tanks, supreme flavor. Quality is second to none. High-end, mouth-to-long RTAs. So my verdict, I haven't got a verdict. If you can't get them both, if you can only get one, I don't know. What would I do if I could only get one? It's a difficult question. It's a very difficult question. I might go for the Lite. Why? Because it's shorter and it looks better on any mod. And if you like an elegant tank, use the clear. It's very elegant, but it doesn't look like a Kayfun then, but it's completely clean. If you can see, it's so elegant in the simplicity of it. I was very pushed now when I said I'll go for this one. So I'm very happy I've got them both. Yeah, that's the review. If you really needed to buy one, and I will go for the Lite just because it's shorter. But if you don't mind the size of the Kayfun Prime, you could use it on the what's it called? Here, I'll show you which on the mod. I mean, you could use it on this mod here that I've got now, the Steam Crave Glass Mini with the extension that makes it 5mm. But you can use this tank on this mod, and then you don't have such a tall mod. Because if you put them next to each other, you can see the difference. This is too short for this one. It'll fit, because this is up to 24, but it's going to be very short, and you might get your lips on top of. Watch my review on this mod. With the one disadvantage it's got, you can't put in too short of a tank. This is meant for big tanks. I put my Brunhilde as well on this one. So, at the end of the day, this has got an advantage, and the size. That's all there is to it. If you don't mind this size, go for the Prime. Either one of them, you'll be very happy. This is high-end mouse-to-long RTAs, no doubt about it. So remember, do not drop it. I just dropped this one here, but this is to my desk. But if it goes onto the floor, and especially if you got a stone floor, you're in for trouble. Because even you didn't bust your glass, the mechanism in here is delicate on the Prime. This is a bit more robust because you haven't got so many moving parts. They're all flush, so that's an advantage as well. But if you drop the Prime, you're looking for trouble. So you must make sure you look after it. And it's worth looking after. One more thing, this is a bit cheaper. This, if you go to Creme de Vape, C-R-E-M-E, the next word D-E, Vape. This is 90, let's have a look. The Prime is £98, and the 24mm Lite, not the fancier ones, is £69.95, £70. So it is cheaper. It's like £30 cheaper. But you can get them more expensive if you choose the more, you know, the frosty, the black and all. You can look on the website, then you go up to the same price as the Kayfun Prime. Okay, I think I concluded this review. Thank you for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye-bye for now.